Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler V series videos I do for the while. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so excited for this one. I need it to be delicious. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? What happens to be my Mega Ran shirt. Probably my favorite Mega Ran shirt. I really like this one. If you're unfamiliar with Mega Ran is a nerdcore rapper. If you're unfamiliar with nerdcore, it's basically taking sort of rap and hip-hop elements and then typically sort of combining them with either lyrical or samples of things that have to do with nerd culture, be it, video games or anime, things along that line. And me being a nerd, enjoying anime, enjoying video games, all that good stuff, I immediately fell into nerdcore stuff when I got into it. And for me, Mega Ran was like the obvious choice because I'm a huge Mega Man fan. So when I found out there was this awesome nerdcore rapper who's going over there using samples from, the Mega Man video game soundtracks in his music and, crafting these incredible songs, I just thought that was amazing. I've been really fortunate in that I've not only seen him perform live a number of times, I've met him in person. He's an extremely good dude. I have videos of the performances that I've attended. They're on the channel as well, just in case maybe you want to check them out. Nothing else, I'd be more than happy to point you in the right direction as far as the music goes, because I just think he's incredible. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why am I so excited? Why am I so desperate for this to be good? Well, folks, I just got through reviewing a meatball sub from a place called Serino's Deli in Addison, Illinois. And I really like Serino's Deli. I consider them to be pretty much the apex of my sub sandwich going adventures, right? And trust me, we'll get into that in a second. So I really enjoyed the sub I just had, but of course, I got to get at least 2 subs because, me. So, what is this? It's another sub. And this one immediately enticed me because this is the honey ham and Muenster sub. Oh, I love honey ham and I love Muenster. But before we get to that, I have to preface it with 3 things because it is a sub sandwich review. For over 2 years now, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures. What that means is I've been going out to basically every place that sells sub sandwiches, be they chain locations, delis, what have you. I've been trying out their subs, reviewing them, posting the reviews to YouTube. And then, and this is where number 2 comes into play, I'm such a nice guy, I don't just post them to YouTube. I also go over there and I post them to their own specific playlist called Subs for Subs. And that playlist is just for my sub sandwich reviews. The time I'm doing this, I have over 100 sub sandwich reviews on there, okay? And that's where number 3 comes into play because maybe even 100 sub sandwich reviews isn't enough for you. Maybe you're greedy like that. All you have to do, folks, is wait until Sunday. Why? Because Sunday is SUBday. That's the day when I go over there and I upload all of my sub sandwich reviews. Every Sunday, you're going to get at least 1 sub sandwich review. That's where this is going to end up. Oh, and by the way, because this is a local Illinois establishment, it's also going to end up on my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just Illinois establishments. Let's get to a sandwich. Please be amazing and delicious. I have all the faith that it will be, but you never know until you get to the sandwiching. And then they asked what I wanted with it. I just got lettuce, tomato, and mayo. So, no onions, no nothing else. Ooh, okay. That's not a bad looking sub. Let's, yeah! Can we get a thing for the, yeah, better like this, I feel. Looks like that. And we'll kind of get a, ha 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 ha! Let's give it a go. It breaks apart. You're going to go over there because I'm going to hold you with this so it doesn't get on the shirt. Oh, please be amazing. As soon as I bit into it, I could taste the sweetness from the honey. That's a good sandwich. That's such a good sandwich. First and foremost, good sub sandwich. I have learned this from doing my sub sandwich adventures. Good sub sandwich begins with good sub bread. Serino's uses really good sub bread. I love it. Crispy on the outside, nice, soft on the inside. Fantastic. Then you got to use really good ingredients. I have been to sub places that do not use good ingredients. I'm not just talking about Subway. I've been to places that didn't use good ingredients, and you can instantly taste the difference. Like I said, as soon as I bit into this, I could taste the sweetness from the honey ham. Oh, this is so good. The veg is all nice and fresh. That honey ham, excuse me, boy oh boy, that was a little bit dicey. I swallowed just a little bit too much there. Thankfully, I'm a professional. I don't think anybody wanted to see me die on, well, some people probably want to see me die on YouTube. Y'all are creepy. But, no. The honey ham in this is, love it. Even with everything going on, even when you've got the mayo going, you're still tasting that honey. And Muenster cheese. Oh, I love Muenster cheese. I literally will, I don't do it that often these days. I would, especially when I was younger, I would just buy whole packs of Muenster cheese. I'd like go to a deli and just be like, give me a bunch of Muenster cheese. I'd just eat it because I loved it. Muenster has such a unique flavor. It's just, no other cheese tastes quite like, at least in my experience. And I love it. It's not too harsh, but it's very distinct. And it's just, I love honey ham. I love Muenster cheese. Every bite I'm getting of this, I'm getting both, and I'm loving it. That is so good. Okay. Well, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I mean, yes and yes, clearly. I'm absolutely gushing over this sub. I'm loving this. Because, yeah, I love honey ham. I love Muenster. Now, here's the thing. For me personally, if I was getting it again, I would go over there and maybe ask for extra Muenster. That's because I'm a Muenster cheese whore. I would just love, and mind you, it might throw it all out of balance. I don't know. That's the game. That's the risk we play, okay, or risk we take when we go over there and we play the game. But even just as it is, it's the honey ham is delicious and sweet, still nice and meaty. The way it blends together with everything. About the only part of it that was maybe a little bit here or there was the lettuce. And it's not bad lettuce by any means. It's just, it's one of those things, you know, obviously it's more of a textural thing than it is anything, although it's adding a little bit of a, adding in a little bit of a freshness aspect. But, I mean, every bite was amazing and delicious. I'd never, as much as I love those two things, I don't know that I've ever personally put them together. Usually when I do Muenster, I either put it on a burger, I'll put it on a roast beef, because I think it works perfectly in both instances. But with the honey ham, that's fantastic. And that's just one of their subs. That's not like I went over there and was like, oh, you have honey ham and Muenster, that would work good together. That's one of their subs. Someone there figured out how awesome that was and made it for people like me. And that's amazing. I love that. That's fantastic. And folks, you already know what's coming. If you watch my videos, I'm calling this one the business. That's just, I've yet to have a Serino sub that I haven't really loved. And this is one where I kind of love this one just a little bit extra. Again, I could maybe tweak it a little bit to make it just, you know, that much more perfect. But when I call something the business, that means it's kind of the best that I think it could be. You know, or at the very least, it's like a perfect representation of what it should be. This is a very simple sandwich. There's not that many working parts to it. But it's the combination of the things, the quality of those things, that make it stand out. And the fact that it seems in so many ways tailor-made for me, I would 1000% I'm definitely getting this again. This might be one of those sandwiches that I get every time I go there, regardless of what else I get. Because I just really like that. But if I'm recommending it, I mean, clearly I am. You know, if you're not into Muenster, if you're not into honey ham, I don't know what to tell you. Life is full of amazing, awesome things. Put a little sunshine in your pocket, folks. Get in with the Muenster and the honey ham, unless you're vegan or what have you. You know, obviously there's situations, but that is a really good sandwich, and it's a really good combination. I think that just works perfectly. So again, maybe tweak it a little bit, make it yours, but 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. Give yourselves a truly Muenster cheese-tastic rest of your life. I like Muenster cheese. I like Muenster cheese. Yeah. That's my Muenster cheese dance. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You can try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I want you to go out and do, if you're so inclined. Try to find your spot. Seriously, like, I am so fortunate in that where I live, I have so many great spots, so many places I can go to. I could literally eat out every single day of the week for 3 meals a day and not run out in a week. You know, there would still be places I wasn't able to hit. But it's so nice when you find places like Serino's and some of the other places that I've, tried out over the years of doing these reviews and even before that. Just finding those spots that just feel special, where you can just tell that what's being done there is being done the way it's supposed to be. And it just makes your day. So, anyway.